I told you that being a millionaire in America today isn't that special? That's right. The title that once symbolized luxury, exclusivity, and a life of leisure is now statistically speaking average. With over 22 million millionaire households in the US, the landscape of wealth has completely changed. But here's the real question. What does this mean for brands, marketers, and storytellers in 2025? In today's episode of The Marketing Suit, we're unpacking the rise of the everyday millionaire, where they live, how they got their wealth, and why this shift is changing the way we market status, aspiration, and success. I'm your host, Al Moseley, your marketing guru, and we're diving deep into psychology, data, and strategy behind the seismic wealth shift. Let's suit.
January 31st, 1999.
Back in 1999, the term millionaire still held weight. We had Regis Philbin on primetime TV making us believe $1 million could change your life. Rappers were branding entire labels around being cash money millionaires. But the context back then was different. Fewer millionaires, lower asset prices, and a culture that still symbolized crossing that $1 million line. Fast forward to now, and things have shifted big time. The explosion of millionaire households can still be traced to several key factors. Asset inflation is a big one. Housing prices soared through the pandemic. Stock market surged, and middle class savings got a temporary boost from stimulus checks and reduced spending. Between 2019 and 2022, Americans saw one of the biggest jumps in average net worth on record. Median household values jumped from $139,000 to over $200,000. Stock prices outpaced inflation. In short, the bar to become a millionaire got a lot easier to clear, or at least on paper. But here's the nuance. Not all millionaires are created equally. Some built their wealth through strategic investing in business growth. Others inherited it. According to the Federal Revenue data, around 20% of U.S. households have received a wealth transfer. But that number jumps to nearly 45% among millionaires.
Financial portfolios.
Now let's talk about what's in a millionaire's portfolio. For many, it's not cash in the bank. It's stocks, mutual funds, and retirement accounts. About 40% of their wealth sits in securities. Meanwhile, the average American has most of their net worth tied up in their home, making them less liquid and more valuable to market swings. Even the geography of wealth has shifted. In the 1970s, places like Idaho, Nebraska, and North Dakota were surprisingly wealthy thanks to farm booms and land speculation. Today, the wealth has migrated to the coast. States like California, New York, and Massachusetts dominate the millionaire list, powered by tech, finance, and sky-high real estate. And while there are more millionaires than ever, don't mistake that for broad prosperity. Median net worth is still only around $193,000. That means half of American households are far below the millionaire line. Meanwhile, the top 10% of households hold 2/3 of all U.S. wealth. Oh yes, we've got more millionaires, but wealth equity is still very real. So, what's the real takeaway? Being a millionaire in 2025 might not make headlines, but it should make you rethink your audience. We're marketing in an era where wealth is more common, more complex, and more fluid than ever before. And as marketers, our job is to see past the numbers and speak to the real people behind them. That's it for today's Marketing Suit. If you like this breakdown, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment and tell us what millionaire marketing trends you are watching. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and our YouTube Shorts, where we post fresh takes, marketing insights, and behind-the-scenes content every week. I'm Al Moseley, and remember, in a world full of numbers, it's the story behind the stat that wins. So